July 15th is the day that changed his life.
I could see my nice white uniform turn a few shades of red.
It was almost his last.
When I first saw the vehicle coming at me sideways is when I expected that was it, that I was dead.
He wasn't the only one thinking the worst.
I was in the back of the medic and I was conscious the whole time and could hear them talking about, we don't have 4.5 minutes, to wait for the helicopter. He's going to be dead.
Fast forward 4 months.
I wasn't expecting him to walk through the door.
Molly Wiegand thought Columbus Police Sergeant Steve Livingston would be in a wheelchair when the two started working on his recovery. She has her work cut out.
Take a break.
Wiegand is Livingston's physical therapist.
Let me guess, your pain is a 5?
Very good.
That's the answer he usually gives me.
Following orders from 4 different doctors.
As long as he doesn't twist his spine, he's following all the rules. That's part of the fun.
Typically, Wiegand sees patients with 1, maybe 2 broken bones.
I believe we counted 17 fractures.
And that's where the guardrail impaled me, and I've got some metal inside there, and then that broke this portion of the leg and the knee.
To give you an idea of just how far he's come, 3 months ago, Livingston was limited to a wheelchair and parallel bars, retraining his body to function normally.
His rehabilitation at Ohio Health didn't start in a weight room, rather a swimming pool. Twice a week, Livingston is in the water, working on regaining mobility and muscle strength. Livingston says it has helped him progress faster.
3 or 4 months ago, I think the foremost on my mind was just getting out. So, it's good to be at this point.
Water therapy puts less stress on his body.
There's balance, which there's no way I'd be able to do this upstairs. Just balancing on one leg.
A balancing act between recovery and relapse. The challenge is to move forward without re-injury.
And he comes forward, he's supposed to be hitting with his heel and pushing off of his toes.
On top of a shoulder surgery down the road,
One more, please.
Livingston needs to go under the knife to repair his right ankle and possibly his left,
We find new injuries, it seems, on a weekly basis.
leading to setbacks.
We won't be back at step 1, but we'll be back a few steps.
Livingston pushes through with a smile, but there are days fueled by anger and frustration.
It's a constant fight and a battle to stay positive when something negative keeps happening.
Livingston says he's a month ahead of schedule, but still a long time before he and Wiegand part ways.
I'll be happy that he's recovered and moving on.
Bouncing back to the kind of life before the crash may not be realistic, but this career cop isn't one to simply throw in the towel.
There have been injuries and there have been things that come along. This is one of the most serious, it's the most serious I've ever had to deal with. But, it just never enters my thought that it's going to stop me. So.